Welcome everyone to more Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. We're a bit of on the low end today, just gonna be me, Dawn, and Danny in a little bit here when he gets on.
Bit of a hot mess today?
Hot mess today. It's hot mess. Jensen's taking a nap.
It's the skeleton crew.
Yeah. Dawn, what are these things? What are these magnificent things in your corner that I obtained you?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you tell everybody
Well,
since
so-
they're yours?
If you look, these are hopping bonsai pods. Inside of them is a coconut sapling on Wasteland Earth. And you look in here and, oh man, it just makes a fucking ton of coconuts. Now, Dawn, what do you think a coconut does?
What?
Well, you can make it into trail mix with chocolate if you really wanted to. But more importantly, if you put it in a squeezer, it gives 300 seed oil. As in, it's the thing that gives the most seed oil per squeeze.
Are you saying that it's the main squeeze?
Yes, it is in fact the main squeeze. This is something I built with the assistance of Loki, because one, he was looking for something to build, and he has a thing that like shows you how to build structures that are shapes. So this is where I'm going to be doing all of my bee stuff, like where I'm going to have all of my huh?
Are there the eucalyptus plants?
Oh, those are for mounting spots. Loki left them here.
Ah.
It's just for, like, where you want to place something, and it's really hard to get because that's a weird corner.
I getcha.
Yeah, this is going to be where I do my bee stuff, and I went and bit the bullet last night, and went and built the basic stuff for Gendustry, because I've gotten to the point where if I have to mutate another goddamn bee in an apiary, I'm gonna explode. I am going to explode.
He's going to actually kill somebody.
I'm going to kill someone, and that someone's going to be myself. But yeah, basically this works is this is the genetic sampler. What I do is I put a bee in here, I put a blank gene sample here, and labware here, and what it'll do is it'll grind that bee up and delete it and give me a gene sample of one of its genes. So like it could give me the rocky species, or the slowest worker, or the 1X offspring. The genetic transposer is a middle step, and what it lets you do is take a gene sample and write it to a blank gene sample. So I could take this, I could take fucking Fertility 4 and copy it, so I'd have a copy of Fertility 4. The genetic imprinter is how you then take that genetic thing and apply what you want to overwrite to the new bee. But the issue is you can't use a genetic sample. You have to have a step called a genetic template. A genetic template can hold up to 13 genes, which is all 13 genes a bee normally has. And so you can take a bee like, oh, you know what I used for is I used the robotic drones, which have the fastest speed, or they have the work speed called robotic. It is the fastest speed available in the pack, and I think any mod, it's faster than blinding, which is whack. But now I have a, oh god, where is it? A just genetic template for robotic and long lifespan for when I want a bee just to do really good things. Dawn is giving me a door. Second big thing on the horizon, I fucking finished the reactor last night.
What the fuck is this thing?
This is a nuclear reactor, Danny.
You're gonna melt down and take out your entire, like, tri-state area.
Fun facts I learned. 1, genetic cryothium. You have to fill every block. As in, this motherfucker took about 100 buckets of fucking cryothium. Did you know that the recipe for cryothium is a piece of garbage? So to make gelid cryothium, you have to melt cryothium dust in a magma crucible. To get cryothium dust, you either can craft it in your inventory with crushed ice cell, chemical compound, 3 blizz powder, and a blend gets you 4 dust. Or you do it in a carpenter and use 3 blizz powder, energetic blend, and that chemical compound, and you'll get 5 with also the bucket of crushed ice, which is the same crushed ice. The issue of crushed ice is, though, is the only way we can get it right now with everything we have is you could have the super cooler, which cools water into ice, but I didn't want to make it because it's nuclear craft. Fuck nuclear craft. Fuck this recipe. 60k NAC coolant cells. Possible, but eat my dick. So I went with the step that requires bees. So if you notice,
of course you did.
The squeezer. You take a snowball and 4 ice shards, and you squeeze them, and you get 4 buckets of crushed ice. Liddy, how do you get a fucking ice shard, you say? Oh, well, you get them from icy bees, glacial bees, Mary bees, and tipsy. Mary Tipsy, fuck those bees. They don't matter. We're looking at the icy and the glacial. You'll notice icy makes 20 and 20%, whereas glacial makes 20 and 40 and 20%. The thing is, though, a icy princess is a faster worker by 1 stage than the glacial. So effectively what it does is you are flipping from icy being a generalist to glacial being more dedicated towards ice shards. Now, how do you get a glacial bee? I know we're going down a very long chain, but I did this all yesterday, and so do all of you get to now know it. So a glacial bee is gone by breeding an icy and a wintry bee. And you need to be in a temperature between icy and cold, as in, go to a fucking mountain where there is snow. Going, man, icy, what's that? Wintry's the bee you get from nature. Well, icy's what you get when you breed that motherfucker with an industrious at a 12% chance in the cold. Now, here's the thing. Did these by hand? Fucking Christ, why did I do these by hand? So, this is my Arctic bee retreat. Now you're wondering, why is there a cactus here? Fuck you, that's why. I did a dum-dum, and when I was making more glacial bees, I used Modest and didn't overwrite their flower requirements. So now, some of these bees that live in the frozen Arctic want a cactus as a flower. So, I started off with just the one glacial bee going, and I took 3 frames, boosted it, and yeah, this is way more than that. I got a stack and was like, oh my god, I'm so happy to make some cryothium. Then I placed the first line of cryothium buckets and went, fuck. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I know. I'll breed my wintry bees with robotic bees and get the fastest, but then I realized, oh shit, glacial bees have a fertility rating of 1. Which means you can just ruin an entire queen and not have any way to go back. Oh, I'm cross-pollinating, lit. And then you're fucked. So instead of doing all that, I went to the house and I built that goddamn machinery. So I fucking sampled the robotic speed, the long lifespan, and the fertility, slapped it on these. I got a bunch of ice shards, and now we're gonna go jump back to the house. Then I go and sample the genetic things for everything, and I slap it onto them, take them back, and I'm like, man, I want a nice, cool housing on it. Why not have nocturnal? Because I'm a dumb, stupid bitch who hasn't gotten that far yet. And so I'm like, well, I need a nice, cool looking house. And boom, Loki came over, helped me make this, made out of comb blocks. Need more, though, because there's still some dirt in it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I need stringy combs. But so, that has led to us having the reactor filled up, because if you come up here, and you really shouldn't pop an open reactor. Probably shouldn't open a reactor up. Just make sure it's deactivated. Cool.
Aw, I wanted to see you die.
Oh, I'm going in, don't worry. So this little motherfucker is filled to the brim. Hey, Dawn, you want to go take a bath?
No.
Good choice, because it fucking hurts! So now we come to the issue of, we've got this going. We need to first secure a way to do some decent amount of fuel for the reactor. And it's running off uranium anyways. So we have a couple options. There is a uranium seed. It's a tier 4. Needs the 40 uranium per seed, but then it just, kind of just shits out uranium afterwards. We could do that, or if we look at uranium dust, this'll work. The Uranium comb produces 2 uranium grit, a tiny clump of uranium, and a uranium oxide dust. The Uranium comb is from the Uranium bee, which itself is a product of frugal plus nuclear. Nuclear is the combination of unstable and then any of the metal bees. I actually have a tarnished bee ready to go, but unstable is prehistoric plus resilient. And I've got a couple bees ready. So I've got a prehistoric, we've got some resilient drones right here, and we've got this leading queen ready to go. First bit, and this is going to show how nice, just how absolutely nice the universe is now. So like, man, we got a leaden bee, it's doing its thing. It's going to die in a little bit. Gotta find my fuck poison 2020. Where's my shovel? There it is, I'm blind. My shovel's called Fuck Poison 2020 because it's got anti-corrosive. Because, fun fact, poison frames release poison free or some shit like that. So, we got our prehistoric queen, which we're going to breed with the resilient drone. Sorry, mutate with. And now we got an unstable queen. So the only purpose of an unstable queen is to make a nuclear queen. It does not produce anything good. It makes barren combs, which centrifuge into wasted soil, not even wasteland soil, honey at a reduced rate, and a tiny little chance of mud bricks, which can make mud house. So, she's literally useless. But I think she does have a very annoying effect. Yeah, unstable. I'll give you a wild guess of what unstable does. Dawn, can you step on that apiary? That first one of, like, the horse. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that. Can you just go stand on it? How much does that hurt? It hurts a fucking lot, apparently.
It really does. I have a heart and a half left.
Once this boy dies, we can breed it with the frugal. We'll have our Uranium, and then we get to play God with his genetic code. We get to grab that bee directly by its genome.
Ow, ow, ow!
Yeah, Dawn, again, they're radioactive.
They bite.
Dawn, that was not biting. You walked into effectively a natural nuclear reactor and went, ow, it hurts. Oh, God. That's like Special implies, or if it's something actually weird.
What the fuck?
Hmm? All
Seriously.
the other kids with their pumped up kicks and the pumped up kicks. Also, has anyone, for fuck's sakes, has anyone realized why my gun is called Designer Shoelace yet?
I have no idea. Why is your
literally
gun
just
called
started
that?
singing the reason why.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Kill someone with a shoelace now?
No, Dawn got it! Dawn got it!
I don't...
Danny, what do you think the song Pumped Up Kicks is about?
Go to hell.
What do you think Pumped Up Kicks
Go
is about,
straight
Danny?
to hell.
Danny, what do you think the song Pumped Up Kick is about? As a note, isn't it kind of fucking wild how we have a song about a school shooting?